Hello there guys, and welcome to something a little bit different on my channel. My name is Override Gaming. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm playing Gran Turismo Sport, and I actually decided to get back into my racing games, and not only that, but let's try and do it competitively. As you can tell, Gran Turismo is actually a really good game for that kind of competitive thing. We're playing at Sardenga, and I'm using the Corvette C7, excuse me, as my car of choice. As you can see, it's quite a short track, but the last corner can cause quite of a problem, as I'm just doing my practice lap now. But basically, I thought I'd try something a little bit different, you know, in this channel. I haven't done racing games in a while, and I was really good at my racing games at one point, so why not try and get back into it and you know, see what the world of racing is like these days. You know, Gran Turismo is a great game to try and get yourself competitive, and again, that's why I'm just trying to, you know, sort myself out and see what I can do. But either ways, this is just a bit of a few practice laps, just trying to get myself used to the circuit. I'm actually using a racing wheel. I'm not using a pad. It's the Logitech G29. Great racing wheel, man. I'll tell you what, I feel it with that one. But anyways, that was just my practice lap, just to see how good I was. I got a 54.9, which is quite good. Bearing in mind, I didn't realise that on an open track that's possible, but qualifying, you literally got out with everybody else. So timing is everything, as you'll soon find out. I made a grave mistake, but as you can see, as we move on, basically there are a few other guys in this race. Well, bearing in mind I did this at like 9:20 at the evening, and I'd just come on. No, in fact, no, it was Sunday. It was a Sunday actually. But I'm 1 out of 20 drivers. So anyways, we move on to qualifying, and this is what I mean by everybody comes out. As soon as the session starts, boom, look at this. Everyone's out. So you got to try and pick your spot on track. I tried to go out straight away. I also tried different views as I blend into one of the cars there. Someone's Nissan GTR, but this was one of the fastest laps I did. Personal best was 56.09. Well, it's 56.0, sorry. Personal best in the second set, so hopefully I can bring it all together when it does come to the end of this lap. And as you can see, this corner is gonna be a problem. I'll tell you that now. As you can see, I spun out. We tried to get it together, but can I improve on my time? There's only one way to find out. As I come towards the finishing line, do I improve? No, I don't. I stay in 14th place. That's my time. I qualified in 14th. It is definitely a bit hard to try and get above people when everybody's out on track. It's almost like a race of sorts. But that was basically my best lap through. That was my best lap basically through this qualifying session. But yeah, if you do like this kind of thing, let me know. Smash a like, leave a comment down below. What position do you think I will finish? This is a 25 lap race. The fuel wear is on, and also the tyre wear is 3 times as much, and that's also something that I didn't discount for. As we go for another lap, do I improve in this lap? I'm not too sure, but yeah, it is definitely a very technical kind of game, definitely as racing sim, like as sim as racing games get for console. Obviously you got R Factor and a Assetto Corsa and a PC, that sort of thing, but yeah, that's where I finished. I finished in 14th place, so hopefully in the race we can do a lot better than that. Oi, you see them graphics though? them tight graphics. But anyways, this is what the field looks like. I did my best I could do. As you can see, that's first place. Wow, 53.2, so way ahead of me. Then you got Thunderfoot with a 53.3, and as you can see, further down the field we go. We got quite a lot of GTRs out in the field. Top 3 are GTRs, so that'll be a bit of a problem. 4th place again, another GTR. But I do like we've got quite a mix of cars, as we've got an AMG GT3 car. We've got a Mustang on the loose. He was a 53.7. We've also got a couple BMWs. We've got, I think mine was the only Chevrolet. We've got a Beetle Group 3 car as well, so that's gonna be interesting. Another Mercedes, as you can see, another GTR. We've got a couple Toyotas in the field, another BMW in the field as well. But obviously my target for this race is I tried to say if I finish below the top 10, that's fine, but I want to try at least get 10th or above. That was my target. As you can see, another Ford GT there. That's the first one there, and then obviously the best racing driver in the world, boy, repping the Corvette C7 Group 3. Got a 458 Italia on the loose as well, another Toyota behind, another R8 as well, and we've also got a Porsche 911. So obviously I'm not expecting people to drive cleanly. I'll tell you that, but you know, at the end of the day, what I like about this game is that you get rewarded severely for driving clean. As you can see, there's a Jaguar actually backing up the field. So anyways, that's the field, and I tried my best to do the best I could, as you can see. Basically I'm going to switch to the replay cameras as well. I'm going to try and edit that a little bit in there so you get more than one view. Now, one thing I didn't discount for is that you actually get penalised for false starts, and I didn't realise that you actually have false starts in this game, and I'm pretty sure there's a few other guys. Yep, last place, didn't realise. As we get ready to go, green light, I didn't realise it was didn't realise there was false starts. So as you can see, I'm towards the back of the field. I mean, I didn't try to handicap myself, but I did. So anyways, coming towards the first corner, it's probably a good thing I false started anyway, just because to avoid the carnage at the first corner, as I can, tiptoe my way through the field. Luckily there's a bit of ghosting in this, so it's not too bad as I get up to 16th place. Excuse me. And I'm going up the field as we go through the next corner. That Dutch guy who was 4th place is now back in 15th, and as you can see, there's a lot more carnage around that as I go round these guys and into 11th place. So quite a good start. I kind of went to the back and then brought my way to the front. But anyways, as we go into our second lap here, we're racing for 10th place. Nico DCQ, as we go right up the inside, brake nice and hard into turn 1. Turn 1 we were absolutely fantastic, really. As we go right up the inside, no questions asked, just a nice little move as we move into 10th place, and now we're chasing 9th. So hopefully we get into a good position here. We've done quite well in our first lap as we go a little bit wide into that corner, turn 4 I think. And now we go through the little kink, and we get a personal best in the second centre. Well, sorry, fastest out of everybody in the second sector. And okay, yep, of course. And I think he heard me a little bit go, and understandably so. Yep, last corner. So now I gotta do all that work once again, as we just take a look at the replay of that. As we can see, coming down the hill, Nico DCQ was like, I don't like the fact you took 10th place on me, let me just cause a little bit of carnage. Creates a bit of a domino effect, boom, I go off, and then obviously me trying to catch back up, I outbrake myself, and yeah, that happens. Unfortunately, luckily for us, damage is off, so shouldn't be too much of a problem, but still, that really does suck. Now that I have to chase them all the way back down again. But anyways, we digress, we keep pushing, we don't give up. As you can see, the next lap we try and go for a look down the inside of Ron Cthulhu. Don't get the job done, but as we move on, we're just going to try and pick him off and get back to 10th place, because that really did suck. I'll tell you that. But anyways, going through these next couple of corners, one thing I didn't realise as I go for a bit of a slide, I kind of went for a slide a lot through that corner. Don't know why. Maybe it was just a way of brakes. We got fastest out of everybody in the second sector again. But obviously we are doing our absolute maddest to try and catch back up as we go a bit too deep. But we do manage to save it. Can we rescue it into the next corner and then come out strong? Little bit of a nudge, but we get the job done and we move up into 12th place. So I managed to save it. We do also get a PB, so that was pretty cool. Kind of completely messed it up going through that corner, but managed to save it, and we managed to get the position back, which is what we need to see. As we got Nico DTQ next, the guy who caused the accident in the first place. We're just going to try and hunt him down and try and get that position back, because again we want 10th place or higher. That is our goal for this session. Being as though I haven't really raced in Gran Turismo before, as we get a PB in the second sector once again. We are absolutely flying, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely flying. And I'm kind of getting the hang of where I need to brake for this last corner. Don't go too deep. It's an easy corner to misjudge because you can go way too deep. You don't feel like you have to brake until you realise you have to brake, and then when you do, it's too late. One of those things. But as you can see, new personal best 56.5, which is better than we managed in qualifying. No, it wasn't actually. It wasn't. So we need to get to that place again. But as you can see, he's spun out, and that guy's also had a bit of a wobbly. So we are now into 9th place. So 2 free positions because these guys couldn't sort it out between themselves. Sorry, 10th place. I correct myself. I stand corrected. But we're just going to keep pushing on as well. One thing I didn't realise is that if you can see in the bottom corner of the screen, your bottom left, that is the tyre indicator. It determines how well your tyres are doing. Let's just put it this way, I didn't keep an eye on that, and you'll see later on when my tyres start to drop off, when I try and go for a pit stop, it's a bit too late, put it that way. But anyways, we carry on pushing on, and now we're going to try and sell it into the rhythm. We've got a little bit of a gap to the cars behind, 3 seconds ahead, and the other car in front is 7 seconds ahead. So I need to close the gap and try and push for 10th place. Sorry, try and push for 9th place. I stand corrected, sorry. So at this point now, I'm just settling into a little bit of a rhythm. As you can see, I'm just trying to get, it's a bit of rhythm going. I'm catching up the 9th place. Set a personal best in the 7th lap, 55.3, which is faster than we've ever been so far. As 9th place goes for a bit of a wobbly, and we go right up its inside. So now we're into 9th place. Now we've got our position back, and now we are inside the top 10. Can we push a bit higher? Who knows, as we are on lap 11, and as you can see, the red line and the tyres means that it's starting to go off. You could either choose between medium tyres or hard tyres. I chose the medium tyres because, unlike Formula 1, you don't have to choose 2 sets of tyres in order to in order to complete the race. You can choose whatever compound you want. But anyways, I'm just trying to work as hard as I can just to catch up to 8th place, because, well, if we can get that position, put him under pressure, he might make a wobbly, and then we'll get in there as well. Again, we're just trying to be consistent, trying to put them laps down, that sort of thing. But as the saying goes with these types of races, is at some point it is kind of a matter of endurance, and at some point your mental kind of psyche is gonna go down a little bit. Doing the same thing, and then sometimes you do end up losing your concentration, as I found out in the next few laps. So as you can see, I am hauling ass right now. I'm trying to catch up to 8th place. He was literally just a couple seconds down the road. I am absolutely hauling ass, just trying to push now to try and get that 8th place. Before I realised that I had to make a pit stop. But either ways, I'm absolutely, again, just trying to take every apex as smooth as possible. I'm kind of rushing it a little bit in hindsight. I was really trying hard to catch up and try and overtake him, but excuse me, as you can see, it was to no avail, as in the next few corners I kind of just make a mistake and it bottles it all for me. But anyways, as you can see, I'm just trying to, you know, hunt him down, trying to put him under pressure, so he makes a sort of mistake, because he knew I was coming for him. As you can see, he knew I was coming for him, so, and I really wanted that 8th place. But either ways, as you can see, this next corner, I get a bit too overzealous, brake a little bit too late, and unfortunately I'm off. So then that makes the gap down to about 4 seconds now, as I basically try and catch right back up again. But again, this last corner is such a problem, as I've stated before, as I don't brake correctly, and rather than staying calm and trying to rebuild it slowly, I rush, and I end up losing time, even more time than I could have had before. And over the next few laps, you know, the course of the next few laps, I just started to dip. My concentration started to slip. I made quite a few mistakes, which I'm not saying I'm not capable of doing. It's just that, you know, at a time where I didn't need to make any mistakes, I did. As you can see, not braking correctly. There you go, I'm wide. But you know, that stuff like that, or just making little mistakes, you know, not turning when I should have, or turning when I should have. Sorry, I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold, I do apologise. But again, as you can see, my lap times are significantly slower now. I just need to get back into a little bit of a rhythm, and it was at this point that I realised, yo, I forgot the tyres are 3 times the amount of wear, so it's probably best if I come for a little bit of a pit stop. But at this moment in time, I was just trying to make sure that this guy doesn't unlap me, which he ends up doing. Which, I mean, it's not like I'm going to fall back to 16th place anytime soon, but you know, I don't really want to get unlapped by a car which is significantly slower than me, or having a much slower race. This guy actually started in 4th place, so he clearly had a series of unfortunate events, as he goes wide in the last corner. And obviously I think he's going for a pit stop. No, he's not. But I think it's this lap or the next lap, because also I realised that my fuel was low, so I was going to have to come in anyway. In hindsight, I probably should have pitted about lap 15, I think. You know, I was at least a bit close to him, and then by the time I come out for a pit stop, I don't know what lap he would have pitted. I know a few guys pitting on the same lap, so I would have got the undercut. The undercut was what it's called. I would have got a bit of an undercut towards the cars ahead. But you know, in hindsight, I didn't see it, and it's what cost me kind of, you know, getting a higher position in this race. As you can see, I'm trying to actually catch back up to 16th place, because I don't know, I really didn't want to get unlapped. But instead of keeping it consistent, again, I kind of just rushed, and as you can see, took a bit of a wrong line. But either ways, you know, it is how it goes. It is how it goes. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I do more Gran Turismo races? Again, I enjoyed this. I really did enjoy this. Great race, and it's something, you know, I definitely want to do more often. Do you want me to do, like, you know, when it starts again next time? Do you want me to just do every round that I can, and you know, try and see if I can win a championship out of it? Because that would be really cool. That would be really cool if we could do that. But anyways, I really do apologise for yawning. I've had a really busy week. As you can see, 8th place made a little bit of a mistake, so now we're up into 8th place. So he managed to bottle it, and now we have 8th place. How about that? How about that? As someone comes right up my inside, which threw me off a bit. It's the race leader, actually. Bloody hell. But either ways, I think it's time for a bit of a pit stop. Let's refuel, get our tyres sorted. Boom. You know, we choose the medium tyres again. Now, I didn't realise that this fills up, and then you have to stop when you feel like you've got enough. Being as though there's, what, 6 or so laps, I didn't again discount for it, so I just kind of, you know, did halfway. I probably could have got away with a bit less fuel to make me a little bit faster, but again, I didn't discount that. And as you can see, 8th place has got ahead of me, so now I am back to 9th. make that 10th. But anyways, now it's time to chase these guys down. I know that I can finish higher than I already have. That red time in the middle, well, sorry, just next to my name there, means that I'm 1 minute 19 behind the actual race leader. Obviously it's a short track, so it's easy to lap, but that's quite a difference between, you know, us first and 10th place. So we're not too bad, we're not doing too bad, not too great either, but either ways I will definitely want to finish higher than 10th now. I know that it's in my sights. I know that I can close the gaps to the car ahead, as I've got a few lap cars coming up, but also 9th and 8th place can be for the taking. So let's see if we can just get our head down, as we set a personal best of 55.3, and see if we can try and close these guys up as much as we can. I'm really trying to, you know, get my head down and just knuckle down, just try and get the positions back. As you can see from the replay, I am hauling ass once again, moving like the Flash, the fastest man alive if he was a racing car, as there is a bit of a communication area between the laps car and pit Dav, and now I've moved up into 9th. So a free position due to ghosting. That was a bit unfortunate. I thought if that was me on the other end, I would be fuming, I'm not going to lie. But this is like lap 23, and there's 25 laps of this race, so excuse me, as you can see, this is now going to come for all the marbles. So all I've got to do now is just try and keep it on the track as much as I can, just to try and, you know, because I know he's going to try and put me under pressure for these last few laps. I know he's going to try and put it on me, so I'm going to try my best to just keep my cool, defend when I need to defend, without being too harsh, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, coming through turn 4 with ease, and as I go down the hill through 5 and 6, just absolutely making sure I kiss my apexes correctly, trying to make sure I maximise the space on the track, make sure he doesn't get anywhere close as he's the yellow flag. But as he comes right up behind me, he goes for a dive bomb, but not to be. I blocked him off just at the last minute. I think this is the last lap of the race, as he tries to come up. Can he get 9th place from me? Will he rob it? No, he won't. I just get 9th place. How about that? I'm not the best racer in the world by any means, but I was super chuffed with that. I mean, we could have got a lot higher. We could have probably got like 7th or maybe 6th, or even 8th place. But I'm happy with 9th. I did quite solid. So I'm happy with the result I did get. But yeah, he really did put me under pressure for that race. He really did put me under pressure. But anyways, if you did like that race, or you want to see more stuff like that, leave a like in the comments. I'm happy to, you know, do more sort of stuff, this kind of stuff. I'll record more videos of me, you know, doing stuff like this. But yeah, but also I haven't forgot it, but I will be doing more wrestling content as well, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. But anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye now.